Okay, everybody. I want to show you, just finished putting that sticker. It arrived yesterday, day before, from the UK. Nice high quality sticker. It's like a silver sticker, like a 3M one, and then black on top of it, and the silver shows through, is just clear. But good quality. Laid it down, pressed all the air bubbles out, and then I put 3 coats of good coats of clear satin on there, and it's laid down really good, if you can see. Lined it up real easy and just went straight down. So very, very happy with that. Totally changes the look of this console because it had that brushed copper, whatever look to it. So now I think I've got my wiring done. Got this done, so I can start putting these back together. I'm gonna make a list. Where are they? I need 2 more of these 5mm washers. Got some other washers and things here that I need to get replacements for. And we can start putting some of this back together. I'll put the console all back together with lights, double test it with my battery before I put it back on the bike. Obviously make sure all my lights and everything are working because I don't want to tear it back down again. I also got in the mail, I think I was telling you last time about these little washer collars. And they've got just a special hole on the back there, whether it's left or right, that go on the front headlights. So I'm about ready to put those on. I do want to see, when I go to the hardware store, I'm going to see if I can find a thin rubber washer to go between this and the headlight holders, because it just had those painted and I really don't want to scratch them all up. But we'll see if I can find a little rubber washer that's, you know, however many millimeters that is in diameter. I might throw it on there just to give it some added protection. But my turn signals are now ready to go on the bike. Also, I think since last time, I have got my gas cap on. I had to take out my drill bits and just by hand kind of put that through this space, and then there's a screw up here to clear out some of the clear coat and base so that the screws and pins would go through. Just did that by hand, no machine or Dremel or anything, just lined it up and kind of turned the drill bit. And then I put my petcock on. Such a great name, petcock. So that's all secured on there and locked down. If you remember, I refurbished all the seals on that. It's one of the first projects I think I did, along with the front caliper. So, with any luck, maybe by later this afternoon, it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock right now. I kind of slept in today. My daughter had surgery this week on her jaw, so we've all been kind of out of sorts here. But with any luck, we'll have be able to put a couple of major parts here that I've been working on for quite a while on the bike. I also want to look for, this is the odometer counter reset, and I had to melt that off of there, if you guys remember. Anyway, won't focus. But there's a special, if you look in there, it's kind of a D-shaped stud there that this is supposed to go over, and so Might look at a hardware store, see if we've got anything similar. Otherwise, I'm not sure how I'm going to get that back on there. Might have to take some measurements and hunt around the internet, see if I can find anything. And it had a split in it anyway. Again, I don't know if you can focus on that. It's hard with the black on black. Where is it? Anyway, there's a crack in there. Kind of see it on the opposite side. There you go with my finger behind it. But anyway, once your covers go back on, this is supposed to go back on there, and it needs to be tight enough that when you twist it, it will reset your counter down here. So, yeah, we'll see what I can come up with to get that going. That might be a pretty hard piece to find. I may just have to heat it up again, press it on there, and hope that when it cools down, it's tight enough that you can turn it and the heat hasn't made all this brittle. Don't know. You know, part of the fun. But that'll be the last piece that I put on after I've tested the lights and put the cups on and all of this. But really pleased with the way this console, I mean, I've spent just hours working on the odometers and all that. So that's what we're off to today. Okay guys, just wanted to give you a shot here with the cables all run in. I put the back covers on, I haven't tightened them down yet. There are 2 screws that I'm missing, so I gotta go back to the hardware store that hold the ignition switch in. And you can see, or kind of see right in there, those 2. They're little rubbers that go around that ignition switch. And those rubbers, flip it over here, gaskets, rubbers, whatever you want to call them, are what holds that flat. Okay, so you have off. When the keys turn straight up, it's at start, and all the way over is accessory, I think, or something like that. Anyway, it's in there the right way, and that's what's important. And that looks really great. So I'm going to have to make another run. Another run to the hardware store to find those 2 screws, probably some flat washers to go on them. I did some measurements somewhere. I think they're 5mm screws, and they're either 10 or 12 millimeters in length. And once I get those tightened down in there, then this cap will fit right over there, and kind of have to jiggle it around and tighten it down and lock everything down. Put a little tie wrap up here just to keep them nice and straight. And that's my ignition switch wire right there, which I had to pull out of the bike to put it in here. And so hopefully soon, very soon, we will have those done. I got the screws and nuts that I needed to put on the turn signals. Can't do a rubber washer there after I rethought that, because then the little nub won't go in there to keep this from turning around. So it's all right. Those are always scratched up anyway. But yeah, another trip to the hardware store. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, guys. Show you what I got done today, and then we'll post it. So, got my headlight mounted, turn signals, electrical wires run through. Still have an issue with one of the electrical wires. Actually, it's the console one that lights up here. Doesn't want to bend. It's the black casing that's on there. So I might get out the heat gun, but I'm afraid of getting that too close to the new paint. Got to think about that for a minute. Got the tank on there. Got the oil side panel in. Had to take out basically everything to get to the screws to tighten in the oil pan there. tank just looks fabulous. Actually, let me put my battery back in. Still have a lot of electrical work that I've got to do here and finalize. And put grease on that. Stepping on my tools. So here we go. A lot of glare there, but really like the console. Looks gorgeous. Seat. I'm going to put the tail light on. Come over here. Not a lot of room. Got the side panel on there. Really, really happy with it. My son was kind of flipped out about it. He's like, I can't believe that's the same bike. Like, yep. Still have a lot of work to do. But we're getting there. A little bit here, a little bit there. Next week is Christmas. So the week between Christmas and New Year's, I'll probably spend some time working on it. Got to put the badges on, the tank, get the headlight in, headlight trim. I got to test out all the electrical. Got to do brake fluid. I think I'm going to order, kind of hard to see here. There's some scratches on the side covers here. They're black. The one that I've got off here, because I was putting in the new points, has got a few nicks and scrapes on it. And there's some stuff by KBS, again, you can see there where it's worn down. I don't think I'm going to powder coat. I think for $50 I can get the stuff I need. I can wash these up, do some ding repair if I need to, save the original decals so I don't have to buy new decals, and then paint these. The stuff claims that you can paint it by hand and you won't have any brush strokes. So I'm going to need to do a little bit more research, but it is, and they have a satin black, which I'll wash that up. They've got a flat black, a satin black, and gloss black, so I think that's satin to me. And that's what I did the frame in, was the satin. Yeah, and we'll get those covers on, so be real cool about that. Chrome has just, I mean, it just sparkles. Really, really pleased. But, yeah, still a couple weeks work to do. I've ordered some fuel line. That should be in Monday. I had to get the right diameter. I think it's 8mm outside, 5mm inside. Got some new, what are they? The little clips that go around the gas line. So those should come Monday or Tuesday as well. So then I can run the gas lines and the oil, fill up the oil, gas, so that she'll be ready to turn over and get her running in here. So that'll be real exciting. Don't know if I'll do that next weekend, but definitely before the new year. Today is, I don't know what today is. So Wednesday was the 13th. So let's say 16th, I guess, of December. Definitely want to get this puppy up and running, test things out as well. There's one thing on the console that I need to work on as well. Right here, this is the reset. It's a little knob that you twist to reset the mileage counter. So I've got the original, but it's just not fitting the way I like it to. I kind of had to melt it off. I heated it up. So I'm going to see what I can find out on the interweb. For that, I did some measurements on it. I've got written down inside. I also found some nylon tubing sizes today when I was at the hardware store, and I think you could actually make one and use Cayano glue because that kind of like welds the plastic. So that's another possibility if I can't get the original to work. This is all 100% original except for the front headlights are not headlight, but turn signals are reproduction ones. The backs are originals. Side mirrors are reproductions. This control switch is a reproduction. And the master cylinder up here, the brake master cylinder, is a reproduction. I recovered the seat, so that's technically a reproduction. But everything else on here is an original 73 parts that I got off the interweb. So yeah, just can't stop staring at it. So hope you guys like the video. I'll keep you updated as I get the electrical and the fuel systems going. And hopefully we'll have this running by the new year. And then I can start the process of getting this thing titled. So thanks for watching.